It's showtime. Beetlejuice. I can't say it again. No, yeah, Beetlejuice. So, look, let's get my thoughts on the original out of the way first. I love the original Beetlejuice. Okay, we own, I think, the VHS of the original Beetlejuice. I should probably update that to a DVD at some point if we can still find it. But then again, given the new one coming out, I'm sure you'll find like a box set at some point. The physical media is disappearing, but it's not gone yet, and probably won't be gone for several more years at least. But I know the first one's a classic. Absolutely, it's both a heartwarming film about these two people, this married couple who love each other and they wind up dead and just trying to adapt, and then it's this horror PG-13 comedy about this reverse exorcist trying to scare the living people out and trying to get married so he can become living. And he's just this vulgar asshole. Oh God, Michael Keaton. Who doesn't love Michael Keaton as Beetlejuice? So, saw the trailers. I liked the trailers quite a bit. And then F-bomb's like, what the? In the original, in the trailers, like, a chef's kiss. But how is the movie going to play out ultimately when me and my girlfriend went to see it? And the movie, as it says, I believe it's only like a 78 or 77 on Rotten Tomatoes from the critics, if I'm not mistaken. Let's find out right now. Which one was it? 78, 77. Maybe it's gone up, maybe it's gone down right now. What was it? Intermission. Okay. 77. It's got a 77 on Rotten Tomatoes right now, which is a good score, absolutely. So no more beating around the bush. What I think of it. No, me and my girlfriend had a really good time. We had a good time while acknowledging that. Because I said, the movie's not perfect. It's like, no, why does everyone have to say the movie's got to be perfect or anything like that? I'm like, whoa, honey. I think you're misunderstanding what that phrase means. Saying something isn't perfect is not trying to compare it to like The Godfather or The Goodfellas, one of the all-time. It just means that there are flaws in the movie that you can notice and pick up upon. It's like, there's no such thing as a flawless movie, but there's things like, for example, Dodgeball, for example, by all accounts, is a flawless movie for the type of movie it is, in my opinion. But that doesn't mean it's like one of the greatest movies of all time. It's a fantastic comedy, and I'd even put it in probably like the top 20 best comedies of all time. But the point is, like, there are issues in the film. There are issues I noticed in the film. But as I've heard a lot of people say, it's one of those films that does have problems. And I'll talk about the few problems I have in a little bit. But you don't care because you're on a wild Tim Burton roller coaster of a ride and you're having a blast. You're just having a good time. This still has all the character of the original film. It has the atmosphere, so much of the practical effects. Well, really kind of seamlessly putting the CGI stuff in there too. Like the sandworm is clearly done in a callback to the way it was done in the original. But here, it looks almost the same, but it's clearly done in CGI this time. So it's still got the atmosphere, it's still got the tone, it's still got the feel of Beetlejuice. All the acting is honestly really good. Like Michael Keaton, he's the standout. He really is the true standout. Well, let me play that. He takes up the film. Whenever he's on screen, you're like, it's Beetlejuice, it's awesome. And he's in this one far more than he is in the original one. In the original one, when you actually break it down, Beetlejuice is actually not on screen for really that long. I think he's got that Hannibal Lecter one time, only being on screen for 15-ish minutes. Here, he's a much bigger part of the movie. So they do use him well, I think. Winona Ryder looking good at 50-something Winona's at? Don't get me wrong, they made her have to look like Lydia Dietz. I could buy that, but I could buy both her names. Winona Ryder, hold on. Winona Ryder. How old is Winona Ryder? 52. She's only 50. I mean, looking great at 52. And I mean, granted, they made her up to look like Lydia. So I'm like, the God thing's working for me. Of course, when I was a kid, I'm like, the God thing was working for me. But I like where they have the story with her now and her own daughter. I'll also get some complaints I have about that in a little bit too. But everyone's Justin Theroux plays the douchey boyfriend really well. Jenna Ortega plays Astrid, her daughter. fine. I would actually say of all the actors, she is probably the weak link. I love Willem Dafoe's character, this cop who not cop, this actor who died, who played cops in films, and so he's now basically his job is to play a cop in in another world, in the afterlife. and they keep making notes. If Michael Keaton is the number one guy in the film, Willem Dafoe, despite not really being in there that much either, anywhere near as much anyway, is still kind of like the secondary stand. Like he's just a joyous kind of character. And Catherine O'Hara is is wholesomely wacky as Delia. So all the actors are doing they're having fun, they're doing a good job. Like I said, the atmosphere is still very much the Netherworld, or is the original Tim Burton, just kind of updated a little bit. Like where CGI is needed, it is used appropriately, but where we get these practical effects, a lot of time it works fantastic. It looks great. A lot of the jokes I really enjoy it. There is one joke in particular. I will not say what it is. All I would say it involves stamping a passport at a bus station. And me and my girlfriend clapped, and a few of the other people clapped, and it was like, yeah, oh, that was perfect. That was just perfect. I'll also say it involves the one F-bomb in the film, which, this is something I think is okay. That one F-bomb you get in the trailer, that's not the F-bomb in the movie. That F-bomb you get in the trailer, that's still in the movie, but it's also still censored in the movie. I found that kind of interesting because it is a PG-13 film. So I'm like, wait, what? That's interesting that did he like self bleep himself, because technically he can do whatever he wants, Beetlejuice. His powers are very ill defined, but that's what makes him so dangerous. But I'm just wondering, like, is that something we might be leaning toward? Is that something like, for example, when Deadpool is in the PG-13 MCU, that they are going to have him do, like, he's going to have like a bleeper on? That would be funny, just bleeping himself, actually. And of course with him, he'd notice the bleeps, like, what the beep is going on? It's like, oh, I see, because I'm in the PG-13 movies now. You gotta beep you gotta bleep my beeping lines, huh? All right. You remember, what up, Bob? What? So, but anyway, I just found that interesting that the F-bomb you get in the trailer isn't the F-bomb you get in the movie. That said, the F-bomb you get in the movie is better than the one you get in the trailer. So that's my opinion. And then you get like you see the scene in the church, the way it's another Deo, admittedly, but it's still very fun. I'm not going to say what the song is here. I will admit, though, when we start to talk about at least issues that are kind of arise to whatever degree, the film does seem like it is kind of doing a best of at points. Again, kind of rehashing Deo a little bit. We're redoing some ghost stuff again. So, I mean, but at the same time, we are still getting other stuff with Beetlejuice, with Lydia, all that. And the story is really what you saw in the trailer. Lydia is basically kind of like this combination of an Elvira character and a ghost hunter. So she has on a show called Ghost House that she has, where she uses her powers where she can see ghosts to try to help people, but she's constantly seeing Beetlejuice and freaked out. And then her dad dies, which they have a very creative way of making sure that Jeffrey Jones is not in the film, but the character is still in the film. But so again, everything I'm saying is already in trailer. They go back. She's got a strange relationship with her daughter. Shocker. Delia is also doing her own thing as her art has expanded, let's say. And it's kind of a natural progression for that character. She's got her douchebag producer boyfriend, and yeah, and then something happens where they got to go rescue Astrid, her daughter, from the afterlife, and Beetlejuice helped to do that, and that's kind of the story, and shenanigans ensue, all that. And it is juggling a lot of subplots, but most of them seem to converge well. I will agree, though, Monica Bellucci has a fantastic introduction. But she's barely in the film. Okay, maybe not barely. she's literally just walking through the film trying to look for Beetlejuice, and then how that plot point's resolved, I'm like, that's hilarious. But what was the point of this plot point? Like, in the grand scheme of things, despite the fact she's gorgeous, even as a stapled together corpse, she's gorgeous. I don't quite understand what the point of having this character was. And there are other issues as well in the movie when it comes to other characters. And that's, I think, where the script's not the strongest, and I think it shows in the early part of the film when we're dealing with Jenna Ortega and Justin Theroux. Because one thing I heard from one of the guys I watched who didn't like it, one of the few people who didn't like the film, and I do actually kind of agree with this, is that a lot of the people in this film are a little too stupid to be functioning right in this film. What do I mean by that? Well, everyone can tell that Lydia's boyfriend is a douchebag. I don't believe it's been spoiled. I think it might have been, but I'm not going to. There is a scene involving him and her at her father's funeral that is so cringeworthy. And look, I get what they're going for, but that doesn't mean what you're going for is good. It's so cringeworthy. I get this. Oh God, make it stop. Twice in my seat because the scene kept going. And, no, everyone else can tell this guy is an asshole, but Lydia. And, Lydia's, should be way too smart for that to not work. Now, luckily, that's the whole point of the character of the boyfriend is he is a douchebag. And obviously he would get his comeuppance. But it's oh! And it's stop it. And then you get Jenna Ortega, who's weirdly enough the weakest person in the lineup for the actors in terms of performances. And I don't know. I don't have the anti-Gen Z hate for her like other people do, or like Rachel Zegler. We'll see how Snow White turns out, and I'll talk more about the things she said again. I've brought it up before. We'll talk about it more in depth when that movie eventually comes out. But I don't have to hate over these actors like a lot of other people do. I have not seen Wednesday, but I've seen bits, and she seems good. She was good in the Scream movie I saw. She did a movie with Bilbo. What's his name? Martin Freeman a while ago. That was apparently really good. She was an X, which I didn't see that, but she's a good actress, and she's not bad. She's just, I'm watching this you're playing a slightly more emotive version of Wednesday. That's all you're doing. Now, granted, once we get, I want to say halfway through the film, she does improve as a character. I do find her more compelling as a character as it goes on. But, and I'm not saying compelling, I'm at least more invested in her as a character. But for the first one, I'm because the whole idea behind her character is she's the one person in the family who doesn't believe in ghosts. She only believes in things she can see or feel or touch or whatever, or prove is real. She's the atheist over the faith believer, basically. And it's okay, I get this, a strange daughter, whatever, but I don't know. It just was one of those things where I'm it's not bad, except for that one scene where I'm God, you were really going for cringe, Burton, you succeeded. But they're not amazing. Everyone from the returning cast is killing it, doing their best, I think, with what they have. And even most of the newcomers are doing fine. Monica Bellucci is, again, for what she's being asked to do, is perfectly adequate. Willem Dafoe is a blast. But, yeah, Jenna and Justin are just, because of the characters they're given, I feel like they're not wasted, but they're not as you're not as invested in these characters. Now again, one's a douchebag, so you're not supposed to be invested. You're just supposed to be invested in his upcoming. What was the word I used earlier? His downfall. Comeuppance. His comeuppance is the word I used. He's just supposed to be invested in that. And yeah, I am. I'm waiting for this guy to get what's coming to him. But with Jenna, I'm I'd like to like you more than I do right now. That's for certain. So, I don't know. But overall, even though there are problems with the film and even maybe some pacing issues here or there, I didn't really care because the movie's so much fun. This is one of those films where I was like, yeah, it's got problems. I don't care. It's a fun movie. I enjoyed myself immensely. I'll probably end up seeing it again with my dad, maybe even next week, because he's probably interested in this film. So definitely, I would say if you're a Tim Burton fan, you like the original Beetlejuice, you'll probably like it. I can't guarantee you'll like it, but you'll probably like it. In terms of trailers, we got Sonic the Hedgehog 3, which is a lot of fun. You're a colorful bunch. Moana 2, Wicked, the new trailer, which looked really good. What else did we get? We didn't actually get, I'm trying to remember everything we got. Wild Robot, newest trailer for Wild Robot, which my girlfriend even goes, I'm gonna trailer it almost made me cry. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, this movie feels like it's designed to just rip at my heartstrings in a beautiful way. I'm like, it's the Iron Giant meets Wall-E, basically. I'm like, oh no. With a little Baymax thrown in there for good measure. Like, oh no. Don't do this. By the way, all three of those movies I love. Did I cry at any of them? I know I can say I cry. I almost cry. I can feel the tears welling in my eyes at the end of the Iron Giant. That movie, the Superman. Like, damn it, Oz. I go, you stay, no follow. Like, damn. It's like, as a man, those are manly tears. Because he's Superman. But anyway, there was like one or two other trailers that were kind of insignificant. Nothing animated, in case anyone's wondering. Anyway, I digress. That's my thoughts on Beetlejuice. I really liked it. What did you think? Let me know in the comments below. But until then, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. And I'll see you guys for the next one.